baseman. First pitch on the way, and it is high, and we are underway.
How about our Padres tonight? We're in the slow pitch softball blues on this Saturday night. And Wade LeBlanc, we just talked about him in our pregame show. And Tony, I've got a question for you. Let's see if you agree with me. We saw some serious hacks from these Giants hitters the last night, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they like to swing it.
Yeah.
Come out of their shoes. I think it's a good counter having a guy like Wade LeBlanc with the soft stuff maybe. Screw him into the ground a little bit.
Concentration level on the offensive end for the Giants is going to have to be better tonight.
So my point is, rather than having a guy who really throws, 94, 95 straight, which these guys like, maybe to change up a little bit.
Keep them off balance.
Challenge the curveball, the change up, see how LeBlanc does.
Off speed. 2-2 on Velez leading off. Velez, Torres, and Sandoval in the San Francisco first inning. 2-2 pitch from LeBlanc. Gets him looking, and that's the way this one begins. It's the fastball on the outer half. Velez taking, and that's out number one.
Paint.
Location of the fastball, right?
You hit it. You hit the nail on the head.
Last 4 outings, walks are down. That means he's locating the fastball. Nicely done.
The fielder Andres Torres takes a strike. First pitch, fastball from LeBlanc. Switch hitting Torres 1 for 5 last night. He had a couple RBIs, had a 2-run double in their 6-run 7th. Breaking ball from LeBlanc is high. Last night, the first win of the season for the Giants here at Petco. They had dropped their first 6. A little bit high.
Tell you what, with the way that Wade LeBlanc is throwing the baseball, I'll bet you he wishes it was around the All-Star break.
Yeah. I think a lot of them feel that way.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no question. But these young guys have gotten an opportunity to play and play every day. And Cabrera, Gwynn, Venable, Hundley. You get going good, you wish there was a couple more weeks left.
It's the outside corner in a full count.
You forgot a kid by the name of Gwynn.
I said Gwynn.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I do.
My bad.
It's okay.
Just double checking.
I try to get him in there when I can,
Towards third, and Kuz back in the lineup tonight. Goes out Torres, and 2 away. Kevin had the back flare up last night. That was a late scratch, but he's back in there tonight. Here's the Padre defense. Headley, Gwynn, and Venable in the outfield. Kuz back at third. Cabrera, Eck, and Adrian, and Hundley doing the catching.
Always positive. Always clapping his hands, rooting the troops on. And with these young kids that have come up and shown that they can play at this level, I think it's a perfect fit with Bud.
I do too.
Looking for win number 75 on the season tonight. A strike to Pablo Sandoval.
How sweet would that be if the Padres could, win tonight and tomorrow? 76 wins for the season is pretty remarkable.
For a team that won 63 last year.
And to end up 10 games below 500.
And especially the way it started this year. Well, after the hot start, when it leveled off, at one point they were 25 games under 500.
Up the middle. Past the diving Eck, and Sandoval with a 2-out single.
That's when you know that this young man could hit. Because like you talk about, a lot of times when you're facing a guy that throws hard, and then the next night it really tests you to stay back and trust your hands. He's got that leg kick, but he stays right on this ball. His front foot hits the ground, and he's a little bit out in front, but he squares it up, hits it right back up the middle.
Shortstop Juan Uribe. Been hitting the ball very well recently. Takes a strike. Fastball on the outside part. Sandoval and Uribe each homering last night. Number 16 for Uribe. How to play right side.
Well, we've only got 2 more nights, guys. 2 more games for a foul ball to come in our booth. We're 0 for 09, aren't we? Neely?
I haven't had one in here.
0 for 79.
Yes, 0 for 79.
Steve Quiz
I
has
said
had some
09,
games.
but you're right, Tony. 0 for 79.
0-2 to Uribe.
Get it in there.
Breaks his bat, and the one hopper was flipped by Cabrera. Everett almost overran that.
I think it checked up on him.
Yeah, it did.
Hit the force to Sandoval to end the inning. One hit and a man left on in the Giants' first inning. Well, did check up on Everett. Padres coming up at the bottom of the first. Bottom of the first inning as the Padres come up, facing right-hander Matt Cain. 14 wins on the season. First pitch strike to Gwynn. Gwynn, Eckstein, and Adrian Gonzalez to the Padres' first inning. They're in tighter at the infield corners, and a breaking ball from Cain. And strike two. Cain to the high fastball and a foul tip into the mid of Posey for a strikeout. Here's the Padre lineup brought to you by the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. It's Gwynn, Eckstein, and Adrian. Chase Headley hitting cleanup. Venable, Kuz, Nick Hundley hitting 400 in his last 9. Cabrera hitting 8th, and the pitcher LeBlanc.
25-year-old right-hander Matt Cain. He turned 25 yesterday, October 1st, birthday boy. 200 innings plus. Third consecutive year that the young right-hander is going beyond 200 innings. He's a horse.
Next swings and fouls it away right side. Not sure which day you're living in, but that would be 2 days ago for me.
What's
October
that?
1st?
Oh, you know what? My watch. Today's the 3rd?
It is
correct.
indeed.
Oh, you know my watch goes to 31. You have to change it on the, you know what I'm saying? And the months to 30.
Rolexes don't even do that, huh?
Ah, gosh darn it.
It's a shame.
I apologize. I was wrong. I said corrected.
Here's the 0-2 pitch.
I'm taking this thing back.
Just off the outside corner. But a recent birthday for Matt Cain.
Yeah,
He's
Thursday.
having a whale of a year. 7th in the league in ERA. Eck holds up and takes outside.
I was going to say, because Anthony turns 27 tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, and his birthday's the 4th, so I was like...
I'm sorry,
You're
guys.
checking
I
it
didn't
out.
mean to throw you. Today's the 3rd.
2-2. And a full count. Cain's payoff pitch to Eck. And the fastball fouled back. goes down after it and hits it foul pass first.
A couple of fastballs that Eck has fouled off. Pretty straight fastballs, but Matt Cain will throw the two-seamer. Those last two pitches were four-seamers. A slider, curveball, and a changeup. Early on, 91 to 94 with the velocity, but he's the type of guy he'll hump it up later on.
Turn it up a notch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He'll get 96, 97 when he needs it.
Mid-90s, fouled off again.
Here's where Eck drives you crazy because he'll stand there and just foul him off. Fastball at his ankles, fouls it off down the line. Fastball up, fouls that off.
Next time rocks. It's a nice sign.
Two best hitters in the National League that foul off pitches like this. For me, Eck, Todd Helton this year.
He does foul a lot of pitches off. You're right. You're absolutely right.
10th pitch of the at-bat coming here for Eck. And he works the walk.
That's our little mascot.
Look at the Giants defense, brought to you by SD Storage, where $1 moves you in. Go to SDStorage.com to find a store near you today. Torres, Rowan, Shearholtz to the outfield. Sandoval, Uribe, Velez, and Garco getting the start at first in the 86 miscues. We've got to a .985 fielding percentage, sixth best defense for Bruce Bochy.
So left hand, Bill, nose, chin, nose, cap, correct? So
You
Bill
stealing
was,
signs now?
So Bill was the first sign given with the left hand. Could have been a decoy. You know, the signs could be hot if it's just the right hand. Oh, now he says hit. They're not hit.
Pitch.
Pitch.
Just
yeah.
pitch, yeah. Just
whatever
pitch.
whatever that sign meant.
And a strike from Kane.
Mark, you can't steal my signs.
What we put on here?
The 1-1.
Somebody said Lincecum and Kane do great Boch
I
imitations.
heard that today, yeah.
Impressions, I should say. Left hand again. Same series it looked like too, right? Bill, nose, chin. Hey!
Off Kane, his mitt anyway, and into center field. And down to second goes Eck. That is Adrian, who knocked Zito out of last night's game with a line drive off his left elbow. This time, Kane able to get a glove on it, and Adrian with a base hit.
You know what? I apologize for doing that, but I'm serious when I say this, in all sincerity. I still have dreams at night with balls being up the box at my face, at my body. And when you see a ball like that, like Zito last night, this one just out of the reach of Kane. He can't even get his glove up in time. I mean, that's just a natural reaction. That and backing up third.
Last night it was Zito who took one off the left elbow off the bat of Adrian. And the news good for Zito, fortunately. Just a bad bruise. And of course, had to come out of the game at that point. That was in the sixth inning last night.
Yeah, you hate to see that with anybody. Glad to hear that he's okay.
The shirt off the back tickets. Still selling those for tomorrow, where they'll give away the camouflage jerseys after the game. 0-2 count on Chase.
Change up. So we've seen the fastball, we've seen the curveball, we've seen the changeup from Matt Cain.
See the four-seamer, the two-seamer.
And what he will do sometimes, not in a situation like this, but maybe second time around, he'll throw that get me over curveball for strike one, rather than just trying to throw a ball right down the middle of the plate.
He threw it to Anthony first time, second pitch.
Chase up the middle and into center field. Eck around third. He's headed for the plate, and Rowan's throw will come back towards second. RBI single for Headley, 1-0 San Diego. Chase's 64th run batted in.
Nice hitting. Got the breaking ball. Hits it right back up the middle. Short stroke. And again, Padres on the board. Early in the game run.
I mean, how many times have we seen these guys go up the center of the diamond, which is a good sign, staying back, letting the ball travel a little bit more, taking it right up the box.
Third consecutive game for the Padres with a run in the first. Last night off Zito, and then final game of the Dodgers series got a run off John Garland in the first inning. 2 on for Venable. Out of play left side.
I think William wanted that pitch back. That was middle and down a little bit, enabling him to drop the head, but he just couldn't square up on that pitch. What do you think, Tony? Let's take a look.
Just a little tardy.
Yeah.
Under the hands of Venable. 2 balls and a strike. Cain's next pitch will be his 25th already of this first inning. Threw 10 to Eck, who walked and has since come in to score. Breaking ball, tap foul.
Well, hopefully the Padres can add on a little bit more here in the first inning, because looking at Matt Cain, the last 11 starts, he's been kind of scuffling just a tad. 2-5 record, his last 5 starts, or 11 starts, that is. ERA about 4.33. He's allowed 10 home runs over those 11 starts also.
Ties up Will, who fouls it back. Cain did throw 8 shutout innings, however, in his last start against the Cubs. But 2 starts ago, gave up 7 runs in 2 1/3 at Arizona.
I just can't see him giving up 7 runs.
That smothered by Posey.
It's effortless watching him throw. The fastball, it's a nice, easy, deliberate motion. Doesn't seem to muscle the ball. Talk about the 4-seamer, 2-seamer. Changeup, he throws harder than most, but still, with his fastball, it's a good changeup.
Strikes out Venable on the 3-2 pitch. And high cheese, and that's the second strikeout for Matt Cain.
That is some Alto fromage. And you know what? If taken, that's a ball. There's no way the umpire's going to call that, but track says it's on the top line. I mean, I like it. Yeah, call those all day long.
Well, from a hitting standpoint, you think you can get on top of that.
Yep.
You see that ball up, and that's a ball you want to attack a ball that's elevated, but he's got good giddy up on the fastball.
Who's jumping on the first and fouling it away.
Again, fastball, same spot, up in the zone. And the hitters see that ball up there, and they just, you just think you can get to it.
Two on, 2 outs, and a run in, and the Padres first. Fouls off another fastball, 1-2. Who's out last night. Back flared up a bit, so scratch from the lineup. Played in the 2 games of the Dodgers series and hit a big 3-run home run off John Garland here on Wednesday night in the 5-0 win. They have Adrian trying to get to 100 RBIs before the season lets out. And really, Kuz at 88. It'd be nice to see him get to that round 90 mark for runs batted in. Maybe a chance here. The 0-2 way high. Pitch near that outside corner, and Kuz protecting fouls it away.
A lot of pitches out of the zone, Tony. Especially the high fastballs.
Use the high fastball to get a couple of strikeouts. Mixed in a couple of change-ups, but pretty much going with the heater. And if they keep swinging at it, he's going to keep throwing it up there.
Now the right field side. Shearholtz into foul territory. Reaches and out of play. He had a chance to make the catch there, but then had to deal with the railing.
Yeah, he had the mounds
Yeah,
down
the
there.
mound
He had
is-
that railing.
Trying to negotiate those mounds over there.
Every time I see an outfielder in the Giants uniform go that way, remember Dustin Moore
Yeah.
blew out his knee. It was the last series of the year, I believe, too. This was, man,
That's
how
one
time
of-
flies.
And that's one of those things you check out during batting practices, checking out where the mound is, how many steps you got, you know, where's the slope start.
That's the Brian Buchanan. Yeah, remember one of the exhibition games? Brian Buchanan, Big Buck was here. He went for a ball, and Big Buck went tumbling over. That extension on top was not there at first.
Second baseman Velez. Padres get a run in the first on a couple of hits and Strand 2. After 1-0 San Diego.
Be at Petco Park for the final game of the regular season when we play the Giants on Sunday, October 4th at 1:05 and get your free Padres school set.
All kids 14 and younger receive a free Padres school set presented by Scholar Share College Savings Plan managed by Fidelity Investments. That's tomorrow for the season finale here at Petco Park. 1-0 Padres into the second. First baseman Ryan Garco leads off for the Giants. And a first pitch curve is high. Garco, who came over from Cleveland late July. And 11 home runs in 78 games with the Tribe, and he has 2 in 38 games with San Francisco. catches the high outside corner, according to plate umpire Mike Winters.
Garko kind of coming back towards where he grew up, Servite High School up in Anaheim. In fact, he and Ben Francisco, teammates in Cleveland, right? Both went to Servite High School and played together. Not only in high school, but in the big leagues.
Reaches, swings and misses, and strikes out for LeBlanc's second K of the night.
Change, Tony?
Change piece.
Oh, yeah.
Started in the zone, run it out.
Dodgers and Rockies scoreless after an inning in L.A. tonight. We'll keep a close eye on that. And things have gotten real interesting in the AL Central with the Twins beating the Royals today. The Royals even had Greinke going. Twins won 5-4. White Sox beat the Tigers 5-1. So going into the last game of the regular season, you have Detroit and Minnesota, each 85 and 76, tied for first.
Wow. Wow.
Twins
Wow.
got 4 runs off Greinke, 4 earned runs.
Yeah, did you see that? He went into the game with a 2.04 ERA, I believe. And he finished at 2.16, but they even calculated it in the article. It's like if he went 7 scoreless, it would have been 1.97 for the year.
Of course, they're touting him for the Cy Young
Young,
Award.
yeah.
2-2 to Aaron Rowan. And LeBlanc makes quick work of that. Striking out Rowan on 3 pitches.
Location. Elevate a little bit. In.
And a little bit of cut, it looked like, on that fastball, too.
And Mark, you were talking about the Twins. Twins had a play-in game last year
With the White Sox.
with the White
and
Sox.
lost it.
And lost.
And there's a chance if those 2 teams finish tied after tomorrow, they would have game 163 in Minnesota,
In
correct?
Minnesota,
At
yeah.
the Metrodome.
And from the Twins, I mean, yeah, from Twins' standpoint, now you've worked hard to control your own fate. Because if they, at the worst, if they win tomorrow, there's, and then Detroit wins, they got another game at home. So, now they go into tomorrow's game thinking, if we win, we got, at the very least, we're going to play a playoff game. From the Tigers' standpoint, they've had a big lead for a long time, and now to get caught the day with 1 game left.
Fastball a little high to Posey. Didn't miss by a lot, though. A ball and 2 strikes. It's going to be an interesting day in the AL Central tomorrow.
I love when it comes down to the last day.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Oh,
exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Well, the Rockies win tonight. Boy, it's going to be exciting tomorrow.
Rockies have a chance to finish with the best record in the National League and win the West. And that one didn't miss by a lot either to Posey. 3-2. A little bit inside.
Hit a spot, but it was in.
Backhanded, deep short, Cabrera. Down by a step. Block with a smile on his face. Gets the nice defense from Everett in the throw. And sets San Francisco down in order. Everett planting, showing off that strong arm. Bottom 3 coming up for the Padres. Enjoy Sequan Casino's incredible all-you-can-eat buffet featuring prime rib, peel and eat shrimp, and over 100 scrumptious items, all for only $10. 7, 8, 9 batters for the Padres in the second. San Diego with a 1-0 lead thanks to a Chase Headley RBI single. And Nick Hundley leading off. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Asking for the appeal. And he went, according to Dan Isonia at first base.
Mud, did he go?
I have to say, yes, he did. You bet. Got to call him both ways, T.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, they made Kane work the first inning. 34 tosses plate work in the first inning for the right-hander. I got that one right. Still stuck on the
sketchy
date.
on the date,
I'm still
but
on
yeah.
October 2nd.
I'm just happy you got the month right. Only 2 strikes on Nick. Four or 5 weeks from now, Tony, he won't know what day it is, what time it is, day or night.
Yeah. I know. It's a blur.
He'll be chomping at the bit to get back to a game again.
You know what? When they raise the Lombardi Trophy, that's when I get itching to go. It's officially baseball season.
Well, that's February
Well,
now.
that's not good right
Yeah.
there. See, that's not
It's
good.
too late.
No, because
normally, right before Thanksgiving, if you're not doing something before Thanksgiving, and you played, Mark. Little Lombardi Trophy. That's a week before spring training starts.
Ricky ball gets Hundley looking. Cade's third strikeout.
I got a lot of stuff going on. I know
I
everybody
know
does.
you do. Everybody does. I would love to hear you do a game in spring training. You got all those names, all those guys. I bet you're just having the time of your life out there, aren't you?
Well, our second game this past spring was against the Korean WBC team.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't pretty. That's off the outside corner to Everett Cabrera. It's jammed and pulls it foul. This is going to be the last spring coming up in 2010 with the teams in Tucson. With Colorado and Arizona down there, they're moving up to Phoenix after 2010.
So there's only going to be one team in, you say Colorado and who else?
And Arizona, who are in Tucson now,
That's right,
will
yeah.
both be moving out of Tucson, leaving no spring training
White Sox
complexes down
left
there.
last year, right?
They left to
That's unbelievable because
Yeah.
you got High Corbett Field down there and then Tucson Electric Park, 2 venues. It's going to be empty in the spring. But will that open it up for some other teams in Florida wanting to come west, do you think?
Pretty soon there's not going to be any teams in Florida. They're all in Arizona.
Canes 2-2.
I'll tell you what, I was fortunate enough with the Giants, traded to the Padres, and then go to the Braves, training all those years in Arizona. And then I went to West Palm. And then came our first game. Oh, it's a short one today, boys. Only 2 hours and 30 minutes. Really? That's a short one?
Down the left field side, foul.
Oh, yeah, wait till our 5-hour trips.
How about weather-wise?
Weather-wise, too, yeah.
Big difference?
You know what, though? Weather-wise, I didn't mind it because there was more humidity in the air.
I was in Arizona my whole career, so
Right.
that's all I do.
Yeah. I did not mind the humidity.
Going from Yuma to Peoria was a huge difference.
Because when you worked out in Florida, you knew you were getting a workout. In Arizona, you worked out. Sure, you'd break a lather, but you'd dry up.
Yeah.
It's so dry and hot. But the travel, my goodness, in Florida. You can have the Florida Turnpike.
Enough of the Tamiami Trail for you. 3-2 again. And Everett fouling another one off. One out, nobody aboard in the San Diego second.
A lot of foul balls tonight from these guys, huh? Making Kane work. 2 more pitches, folks. He's going to be up to 50 already.
With 1 out here in the second.
Yep.
Jammed him past the mound. The shortstop gathers it. Uribe slings to first, close, but out. Two gone. High Definition is brought to you by Irving Hughes. Life is a lease. Negotiate well. Very close, but it did look like Uribe nipped him at the back.
Yep. Kane got in his kitchen. And Uribe knew he had to hurry to throw, and looked like he just got him.
Pitcher Wade LeBlanc 1 for 11 on the season, and watches the hook drop in for a strike. His final Saturday night at Petco Park for 2009. Padres will have a winning record at home this year, regardless of the outcome tonight and tomorrow. They're 41-38 here at Petco in 2009. On the ground to Velez. And the Padres go down in order. Kane has sent down 5 in a row. We have completed 2 innings. We'll be visiting with Jeff Morad, CEO of the Padres, when we come back.
River.
Top of the third inning, Padres leading the Giants 1-0 thanks to a run in the first on a Chase Headley RBI single. And the 8-9-1 hitters coming up for San Francisco to face Wade LeBlanc. Shearholtz, Kane, and Velez for the Giants. And right fielder Nate Shearholtz start things for San Francisco. We're joined by the Padres Vice Chairman and CEO, Jeff Morad. Jeff, welcome back to the booth.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Good to have you as well. I'm not going to ask you to repeat a lot of what has happened today, but for the benefit of those just tuning in, I'll let you make further comment kind of on the primary news topic of the day today.
All right. Before I do that, can I do something different?
Sure.
I had a little surprise tonight. When Ricky Henderson was here earlier in the year, Tony and I were standing down the field, And we presented Ricky a plaque. And I was like, boy, that's a pretty nice plaque. And I turned to Tony. I said, well, you have one of those, right? And he's like, no, I don't. I'm like, you know? I'm like, boy, I blew that one, didn't I? And, I should have said, yeah, but you got a statue, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But nonetheless, I kind of stepped on it and said, well, you got one. And no, he didn't. So we had one made for him.
Oh, no.
And we decided that there was nothing more appropriate than our own Hall of Famer, Tony Gwynn, having a plaque like one of our other Hall of Famers, Ricky Henderson.
That's awesome.
So we felt like that was an appropriate gift to give you. And on behalf of the organization, well deserved.
Well, thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
I'll read the small print. The greatest player in franchise history, Mr. Padre.
That's
Well
awesome.
done.
Wow.
That says it all.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Cyril
So I dodged that question, didn't
Oh,
I?
yeah. Well, we'll move on. Here's Matt Cain with one out. Takes a strike on the outside corner. And we'll give you the opportunity to talk about whatever you like, though, here tonight, since it is your forum.
Is that called an open mic?
It is. Open mic night here.
All right, there's already one out. That's a break. All right, so listen, it was, in all seriousness, it was an emotional day for the organization today. We made a decision to move toward hiring a new general manager, which, of course, means that Kevin Towers' tenure, which has lasted 14 years, will end tomorrow at the end of the season. Kevin's a great friend of mine. He's obviously been a terrific steward of the organization as the general manager here for many years, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for him. We made a business decision, though, to go in a different direction as we conceptualized the future, and as we put our team together, we felt that the baseball operations staff needed to be adjusted, and we began with the leadership role.
Strikeout of Cain for the second out of the inning. And again, these are questions I know you have answered earlier, but I'll ask them again for the benefit of the viewers. As soon as the season ends, it really becomes a busy time for a general manager. So how quickly do you want to name a new one?
Well, as soon as we can. We've already advanced the process pretty well. I went to Kevin about 3 weeks ago because I didn't feel it was right to do without informing him. And I told him that we were going to look at some other options. And so we've had some quiet discussions with some candidates, and there are a couple more that we'll talk to in the next couple weeks. But my guess is pretty quickly we'll put somebody in place and get busy. For the time being, have chosen not to name an interim GM. Actually, wasn't asked that question today, but we'll rely on really the ability and experience of three people: Bud Black, Fred Ullman Jr., and Paul DePodesta, to help us as a group. But again, no formal interim because it's going to be a pretty short period of time.
Well, it's gone by quickly, Jeff, the time since you've been here in San Diego. What's, aside from today, which you said was an emotional day, obviously, but being in here in San Diego, and that's the end of the inning, and maybe I got off the hook on that one.
We'll get an answer
Are
when
you
you
going to
come
stay with
back.
us for another half
Yeah.
inning? I'm going to ask.
Do I have a choice?
I'm going to ask what your experience has been like since you've been associated with the San Diego Padre
Great.
organization.
That'd be good.
And the March plaque. No, I'm sorry. Let's go to break. Just kidding. Top of the order for the Padres in the bottom of the third. Antoni takes down low. 1-0 San Diego. We're still visiting with Jeff Morad. And Mudd was asking a very detailed question when Wade LeBlanc so rudely interrupted by striking out the side.
It's okay. We'll take that one every time.
I was just going to ask Jeff, since he's been here in San Diego with the organization, what's the experience been like in your position here with the new organization, meeting new people, and obviously change? So what's it been like this first summer here in San Diego?
You know, it's really been terrific. Lots of base hits like that, thankfully, in the last 2 months. But it's been a great experience in many ways. Of course, we started off a little slowly this year. We knew this year was going to be a challenging year, and quite frankly, coming in, I suggested that we'd exceed expectations, and I wasn't real confident even of that. But in fact, I think we have. And I think ending the season on a high note like we have, I'm excited about this club, excited about the response we've had in our early renewals with season ticket holders. There's been a tremendously positive response on that front. And, you know, it's all given us a really, positive feeling about the future. And that's what is most important to me.
Eck walked and scored in the first inning. And the organization coming out recently either holding prices steady or reducing prices on the majority of seats, correct?
Absolutely. In fact, the entire ballpark, as it relates to full season ticket holders, was either held steady with no increase or decreased. Now, there were some modest increases in 20 and 40 game packages, but those were the only increases in the ballpark. We felt like our full season ticket holder really were the ones that deserved to recognize the fact that, we're still building this thing forward. We're still, getting it right for the future. And it wasn't the time to even talk about any increased pricing. It wasn't appropriate in our view.
Without giving away any secrets for the 2010 season, Jeff, are there any other things that you could possibly share with us regarding the fan experience coming here to Petco Park for next year?
Yeah, I think it continues to be a real focus, Mark. I mean, it's as important as, in some ways, as the team on the field. I mean, obviously, we want to win, and that's why we're here. That's why we're in the business. But that fan experience, we want to be second to none. And I think you'll see
hit and run, and into center field. On to third goes Junior, and Padres have runners at the corners, nobody out.
That play that we just saw is something that when I go around town here in San Diego, a lot of fans come up to me and say, you know what, that's what I love to see about this Padre team. You got some speed, you've got a guy like Eckstein who swings the bat well, who's got good bat control, hitting, running, stealing bases, defense making some plays. That's what the excitement is right now when I talk to a lot of people here in San Diego.
There's no doubt the speed, the youth of this club, the fact that we have a core group of young players that have a chance to grow up together in front of our eyes, as they already have in the last few months, is a really exciting thing about the fan experience going forward.
Adrian hits it down the left field side and slicing foul.
But as for the fans in the seats, you'll see continued improvements, hopefully on the service side. Even though I think we have very good service as it exists today, we want it to be better. We want fan accessibility to continue to be something that ramps up. And we're working on our game day experience, too. We're focused on everything from the music we play between innings to and not trying to make it the same as it's always been, to the optics in the ballpark. We'd like to declutter some of the signage. We think there's too much, to be fair. We'd like to focus on driving greater values to those sponsors who are our more significant ones, and frankly, try to declutter some of the ballpark.
0-2 count on Adrian. Nobody out here in the Padres' third. San Diego threatening with runners at the corners. Adrian hits it hard and foul again down the left field side. Hey, Jeff, how much of the decisions that were made as far as the fan experience was, let me learn about the city of San Diego and its population, and how much of it did you take from just your experience from Arizona and saying, you know what, I made a mistake or learned something from running the club in Arizona, and this is what I'm going to do or not going to do here in San Diego?
Well, Tom Garfinkel, our club president here, who was with me in Arizona there as the chief operating officer,
Line into left field, base hit for Adrian. There's RBI number 99 for Adrian. It brings in Tony, and it's 2-0.
After fouling off some pitches, Adrian backed one up and lines it into left field.
Well, he was flirting that way with some foul balls,
Yep.
just couldn't keep it fair. And a awesome job by Adrian driving in that run.
That's great. Hope we can get him one more.
One more, yeah.
It's certainly there's an ongoing education that's always taking place, but Tom and I brought some experiences that we had in Arizona, and the rest, we're frankly learning as we go, along with some terrific people that support us inside the organization. Richard Anderson, the general manager of the ballpark, an executive VP of the club, has been here since day one. Has terrific insight, and others that are in the organization, continue to bring ideas. They're encouraged to do that. We think it's important to not get stale. And, I've always been a believer that, the more people that have ideas, the better. And we're not afraid to implement when they make sense, and we will going forward.
Visiting with Jeff Morad here as the Padres have added to the lead here in the bottom of the third inning. And 2 on with nobody out, and cleanup hitter Chase Headley at the plate, who knocked in the first run in the first inning. In at the knees from Kane. 1 ball and 1 strike. I know we have seen you a number of times on the road. You like to make some trips and see the team away from Petco occasionally.
I do. I don't only go to the the typically great cities. I go to the I'm sure I'm going to offend somebody saying this, but I go to Pittsburgh too,
which is a lovely ballpark.
I love the ballpark.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. It truly is. Not as nice as Petco, but I'll tell you, one of the nicer ballparks that have been built in recent years. But I do like traveling with the club. I avoided Colorado the last trip. It was a little cold, but it's fun for me, and I like showing the support not only to the team, but to fans that show up on the road too. And there are a good number of them that come over. They shake hands. I was walking through the ballpark in Pittsburgh just 2 weeks ago, and a handful of fans stopped me and said, "Hey, I just want to tell you I'm a huge Padres fan." That's awesome. I said, "What are you doing here?" "We're traveling, watching the team."
We've seen a lot of people this year travel. We shoot them in the stands when we're on the road on TV. It's nice to see them wearing the Padre colors.
Held back by Chase, still a 2-2 count. 3 consecutive hits to begin the Padre third. Kane had set down 5 in a row entering the inning. And a 2-0 lead for the Padres. And Kane's pitch total getting up there. His next delivery will be his 70th of the night already, with nobody out in the third.
I just love the heart that this club has shown, and to be able to watch it over the last couple months, and the maturity and confidence that these players are playing with is really something to watch. And I feel like whether it's a Cabrera or Tony Gwynn or a Headley, Hundley, you watch them right before your eyes grow up, and it's a pretty exciting thing.
Wave and a miss and a strikeout of Chase for the first out of the inning.
I think the fans feel that same way too, because like Mud said, they're talking about this team. Earlier in the year, there was a little skepticism, I think, but seeing these guys grow up right here, right in front of our eyes, I think the fans are excited about that. And I think that should make everybody here feel pretty good, because they feel like you're going in the right direction.
I think that's right. Matt Lados, Venable. My gosh, Venable's made plays out in right field I can't even believe he's gotten to. And, the clutch hitting that's gone on in the club. And, look, the tone set by the veterans, Adrian, Eckstein. It's really a nice mix. And by the way, I give Kevin Towers an awful lot of credit for creating this result this season.
I mentioned it earlier, Jeff, before you joined us on the air, but I feel an integral part of this ball club is Buddy Black, the manager. The way he deals not only with the media, he's great with us, he's great with the fans, but these young guys, he is a perfect manager for a crop of youngsters that are coming up through the system to play at the big leagues at this level.
He's terrific. I supported wholeheartedly the extension of his contract. Somebody asked today at the press conference when we were discussing Kevin, what about Bud? Is he safe? And I said, listen, he's safe in my eyes. And, ultimately he'll work for the new general manager that we bring in. But, there was a reason why that contract was extended. I wanted to make sure that Bud Black was safe. And I hope he's here for a long time. I think he does do a great job with veterans and young players.
Towards right center field and a long run. Rowan back to make the catch. Tagging is Eck. He will advance on the deep fly ball. 2 outs. Adrian remains at first, and runners will be at the corners. It'll bring up Coos with a 2-out opportunity.
I also want to thank our fans for this season. I think they really deserve a lot of credit. I mean, look, I know I wasn't here last year, but living through a 99-loss season can't be easy. And, they did that, and they're back. And, we projected, a down year this year. We projected 1.9 million in attendance, and we're actually going to exceed that. And I think the fans in this market deserve an awful lot of credit for supporting this team during a time when there was a lot of uncertainty. Now, as the future becomes better defined and continues to be every day, I hope that there continues to be momentum and excitement going forward. It'd be a good thing, certainly for the franchise, and I think for the community as well.
Coos fouls it back, and certainly none of this happens, TV broadcast games, without great support of the fans.
Absolutely. We really do have a passionate fan base, and I've said often it's one of the more remarkable things about this market that I didn't appreciate before I got here. Granted, I came from Arizona where the club's 10 years old. Here it's 40 years old. And, 4X in terms of, the age of the franchise has an exponential impact on the passion that you can feel in the fan base. And it's really special to see and to witness and to feel.
Well, being my first year here and your first coming from Arizona, most fun beating the Dodgers and keeping them from messing up the visiting clubhouse the last few nights.
By the way, who gets that bill when they mess that up? Seriously, do the Dodgers have to pay for that mess, or do
I think they do.
Good.
The good news is they did.
That is good.
I've told a number of people that those truly were the 2 most exciting games of the year for me.
Terrific.
And I was telling my sons, age 15 and 13, the 9-year-old was listening too, but telling them at breakfast one day last week how important it was that if 4 things could go just right, we could make the Dodgers take their champagne home. And they're like, well, we don't understand. What are the 4 things, Dad? I said, well, Milwaukee's got to lose twice. Colorado's got to beat them 2 times. And we have to beat the Dodgers both times. And they're like, well, what if 3 of the 4? Nope, doesn't work. It's got to be all 4. Sure enough, we go 4 for 4, and they pack that champagne out of here. Couldn't have been a better result.
And that champagne's still on ice at Dodger Stadium. It's scoreless in the 4th inning there tonight.
Ooh.
It's about to turn to vinegar, isn't it?
Something is up there.
Well, they're loaded up for Hundley. Well, the Padres have knocked in a run in this inning thanks to Adrian. And Kane brings his 80th pitch of the night. And the fastball fouled back.
There's got to be a record within, 2 for the amount of innings we played here? 2 2/3 of foul balls hit so far tonight.
A lot of souvenirs for the fans. There's a lefty Bumgarner up in the Giants bullpen. Now watching the action.
The Padre hitters have done a great job of making him throw strikes.
And they swung at a lot of pitches that were up in the zone
early in the first inning. X9 had a 10-pitch at bat, and they've had quality at bats. They, worked fouled off balls to get a better one.
Bases loaded with 2 outs and a 1-1 to Nick. Breaky ball on the outside corner, a called strike.
In fact, I just got word from the angry statistician, Mike Trussell, that the Padres tonight have hit 30 foul balls off of Matt Cain. That's a lot of baseballs now. 30 happy fans, right? Going home with a souvenir.
Customers.
20 if any of them got 2.
It could be.
You never know. Could be 29.
Mike backs out. They called out on strikes his first time up. Bases loaded. Eck, Adrian, and Kuz aboard.
Well, you'd love to put a cricket number up here.
And Nick lays off the low one.
We have seen some 2-out thunder recently.
High drive, right field. Shearholt's back and in front of the track makes the catch. They hit it well the other way. It flies to deep right to end the inning. Jeff Morad, thank you so much for stopping in.
Thank you. Great to see you
Thanks
all.
for the plaque.
You're welcome, Tony.
Jeff, thank you.
Padres Vice Chairman and CEO Jeff Morad, our guest. We have finished 3 innings here at Petco Park. San Diego 2 and San Francisco nothing. Top of the 4th inning, and time once again for the Aflac trivia question. Aflac! Tonight's question, who was the first player to throw a no-hitter and lead the league in saves? Not in the same year, but in his career.
You got a guess, T? That's what I was thinking.
That would be my guess, yeah. Hey, by the way, speaking of saves, the Reds beat Pittsburgh tonight 8-4, but Cordero did not get a save for Cincinnati, which means that Heath Bell will finish as the National League leader in saves.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Heath Bell. You betcha.
First year closing.
Part of the order for the Giants in the 4th. Torres leading off to left fielder. Back towards the mound, and LeBlanc. One down in the 4th. Here's your NL leader in saves, who will lead the National League in 2009.
That's awesome. Good for him. And you know what? Not an easy role to fulfill after so many years of number 51 going out there.
Well, people were wondering. Was he going to be able to get it done?
And number 21 knows he's on television.
I think that smile lets us know.
He's going downstairs now.
We were talking on the last road trip. He came up to me. We had him on a Honda Dealer pregame show. He says, we hear you guys during the game. I said, really? I said, oh, yeah, we got a TV back there. We see all, hear all. And that's proof positive.
Now he's into synchronized swimming.
The East German judge. He's in the duck blind. Nice pitch to Sandoval. Strike three on the outside corner. Fastball on the outer half. That's 7 punch-outs now for LeBlanc.
This ball just off the plate a little bit, but you know what? The way Wade LeBlanc is thrown tonight, he's going to get those calls.
Well, he's shown that he can consistently hit that spot.
7 strikeouts, yo.
Waving a miss by Uribe.
Hammer time. Break it down.
5 strikeouts had been his previous high in a start this season, and that was at Pittsburgh 2 starts ago. And he's up 0-2 on Uribe. Uribe hit into an inning-ending fielder's choice his first time up. LeBlanc fans 6 Rockies in September of last year. That had been his career high, so he has surpassed that tonight. And he's pitching with only 2 outs here in the 4th.
Been in a good rhythm all night.
Picked up by Hundley. He tags Uribe, and there is career high strikeout number 8 for Wade LeBlanc. 10 in a row retired by LeBlanc. We see you. Let's answer the Aflac trivia question.
Aflac!
Who was the first player to throw a no-hitter and then lead the league in saves? Not of the same year, but the answer is actually Dave Righetti.
I was wrong.
Now, we were all thinking Eckersley. Not the correct answer. Dave Righetti threw the no-hitter first. There's Rags, who on Independence Day of '83 no-hit the Red Sox, then became the closer for the Yankees a few years later, and he led the American League with 46 saves in 1986. July 4th, 1983.
Wow. Look at the tight unis. Look at Boggs. Tighter pants. Ooh, that's nasty.
Yep.
See the tilt on that
Yep.
pitch?
There for the last out of the no-no.
And, of course, a birthday present for George Steinbrenner. That's his birthday, July 4th. Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Really?
Yeah.
Rivera fans, that's 5 punch-outs for Kane. So Dave Righetti, our Affleck answer tonight.
The big ragu.
So Eck didn't throw a no-hitter? Didn't he throw a no-hitter?
He did throw
I
a
had
no-hitter,
Eckersley down, too.
He must be the second
Must be
because
the-
he didn't lead.
He must have led the league in saves till later.
86.
Yeah.
That is correct. LeBlanc looks at strike one.
Because I just knew I was right. I wrote it down.
I was thinking right there with you. But, usually our trivia question has to do with somebody in the house. And I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I put 2 and 2 together. I got 5. Just like my watch. Today I'm still on October 2nd.
There are days, though, when 2 and 2 equals 8 for this guy, and sometimes 10.
And I still get by. It's all good.
Yeah. On the ground is short, and Uribe. 2 away in the San Diego fourth.
Hey, if Matt. I was going to say Matt LeBlanc. If Wade LeBlanc.
Friends?
Yeah. If Wade LeBlanc can have 4 at-bats tonight and take an over, that's a pretty good night in the big leagues because that means that you went deep into the ball game and you're pitching a gem.
Wade LeBlanc not making friends with the Giants right now.
Oh, I get it. I
Punching
see
out
where
8.
you're going there.
Yeah.
I'll be there for you.
Yeah, we know the song.
The Rembrandts.
Top of the order, Tony has singled and scored. Wow. Matt Cain at 93 pitches. There were 2 outs in the fourth. I don't think he's going the distance tonight. He went 8 scoreless innings in his last start against the Cubs.
Well, he's only down 2-0. Seems like, there should be more than just 2.
Popped up left side, and in shallow left, the shortstop Uribe makes the catch. Well, Kane, not throwing a bad game of his own, has allowed the 2 runs, and will move to the 5th, 2-0 San Diego.
Mid-game recap from Heath Bell's basement here at Petco Park, brought to you by Murray Lamper Construction. If you need a custom-designed second story, maybe Heath will call him. Maybe, build a second story on that bullpen out there. Call Murray Lamper Construction, winner of the 2008 Torch Award for Marketplace Ethics.
First baseman Ryan Garco leading off. I remember, didn't some guys like in the bullpen start growing vegetables in some ballpark years
at
ago?
Shea Stadium. Shea Stadium.
Yeah.
They did that. John Franco had a tomato garden. Yep.
Broken bat. And caught by Cabrera.
Was there another ballpark, Tony?
I'm trying to remember.
Oh, he's worth the price of admission, isn't he? He's doing the sprinkler now.
Both hands, too.
Do the Batman dance, Heath. You know the Batman dance? No, that's
the robot.
That's the robot. Can you do the Roger Rabbit? He needs to get on with his. He needs to know the steps. He's not in with the steps. You remember the Roger Rabbit?
All I know is that the dance that you do that I like is the whenever they play Tom Jones.
Oh, it's not unusual.
Yeah. What do you call that one?
The tired dance.
Yeah. 1-0 pitch to center fielder Aaron Rowand. Short right. Eck going out, racing in. It's caught by Will Venable. Stayed up long enough for the right fielder to get there.
Wade LeBlanc staying off the sweet spot. And he has broke 2 or 3 bats tonight. I can recall hearing that distinct sound.
Done a nice job tonight, changing speeds. Been around the strike zone with all his pitches. Mixed in a nice little cutter.
The occasional junk in the dirt.
Junk in the dirt.
Love it.
Giants catcher Buster Posey 0 for 1 with a ground out to short.
First pitch, breaking ball for a strike. Come on. How sweet is that? Little hit me breaking ball.
Inside, a ball and a strike. Posey 2 for 15 as a big leaguer. Got his second major league hit here last night in the 3rd inning. Strike inner part, 1-2. Block off the outside edge a bit, but hitting his target.
Yeah, we saw that earlier. You keep hitting that glove dead center, you're gonna get it. That's exactly where he wanted it. And even though it wasn't a strike, it still was a good pitch. One that a lot of hitters are gonna chase, gonna swing at.
Still under 70 pitches here in the 5th. High fly to right center. Tony in the deep part of the ballpark has room. 13 in a row set down by Wade LeBlanc. We're at the midpoint of the 5th, and the Padres are up 2-0.
Go to Valley View Casino because they are there for you. It all starts at the valet. Open the door for you into the casino. The security guy, they will both know your name. Go to the Players Club, join, you get a free lobster buffet. That's why they won the 2009 Players Club Award at Valley View Casino. I don't know if they'll buff your nails for you, though, but I'm going to try. Hey, how's that look? Cuticle? Pedicure?
He's into the finer things in life. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 2-0 Padres in the heart of the order coming up. Eck Adrian and Chase Headley. Strike one on the low outside edge. David walked and scored in the first. He singled on an 0-2 pitch in the third. Now the first base side foul.
Eck's seen a lot of pitches tonight.
Saw 10 in his first inning walk.
He just scrapping.
He's a scrapper.
Yeah, scrapping. That's right, Eck. Foul him off till you get something you can handle.
Matt Cain's next pitch will be his 100th of the night. Upstairs and 2-2. It goes full. Sharply hit off the glove of Velez, but he has time to pick it up, then under through the bag, and it's picked out of the dirt by Garco. Velez hurried. He still had plenty of time. He got help from Garco at first.
Yeah, Eckstein squared it up, hit it hard. You're right, Velez kind of hurried that throw to first base and got bailed out by Garco on the pick.
Adrian has singled twice.
How sweet would it be, and I think you guys know where I'm going with this. He's got 99 RBIs, right?
Drive himself in for number 100.
Hit a home run for...
Hot smash past Uribe.
A knock will do.
Knock to keep you happy.
Oh, yeah.
His third of the night.
He got 3 of them.
Why do I find that so amusing coming from you? That's awesome.
Hey.
That's like a good title of a book. A knock will make you happy.
Fastball in. Worked his hands to the inside. As Ozzie Virgil Sr. used to say, whipping ball. Uribe got whipped by that line drive, and it's a base hit.
Ozzie Virgil Sr. Never met Ozzie Virgil Sr. I played against Ozzie Virgil Jr., but he always seemed to be that likable coach.
Towering pop up, and Uribe makes the catch behind the mound.
Good sense of humor,
Right.
make you laugh.
Yep.
Was he that type of man?
He was. He used to hit fungos to the infielders every day, and every time he hit what he thought was a tough one, he'd say, whip him, ball, whip him. And that's what happened to Uribe on that base hit by Adrian. It just handcuffed him.
Best fungo hitter ever. Who was it? I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Yeah, you did.
Because there are some coaches who can hit some...
Well, I was an outfielder, so, Rob Picholo and Greg Reddock hit me fungos every day.
Venable pops up, and in foul ground, Sandoval makes the catch. So Cain, whose pitch count up over 100 with the last 2 outs on 2 pitches. Adrian stranded after his third base hit, and we're through 5. The 2009 Major League Baseball postseason on Fox and TBS. The excitement begins on October 7th with the Division Series on TBS. Love this time of year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I got a glimpse of that box of the Dodger Rocky game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're in the 5th, bottom of the 5th. It's scoreless, but only 3 hits combined. So a pitcher's
Rockies
duel
had 2 on, nobody out in the 5th. Top of the 5th, did not score.
Yeah, 3 hits combined. Rockies have 2 hits, and the Dodgers 1 hit.
Sherholtz flies to center, 1 out.
You know, Tim Flannery, the third base coach for the San Francisco Giants. Yeah, he's a passionate coach. Loves his work, but he also loves his music. And if you want to listen to the tones of Tim Flannery, Traveling Shoes, new CD coming out October 30th. 13 new songs. And if you go to his website, you can order it. TimFlannery.com. Always a barrel of laughs visiting with Flan.
He was holding court. I saw him down there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a camera in his helmet.
Really?
Yeah. Really? It's like a miner's helmet or something?
A strike on the outside corner. Not that particular helmet, but he's got one that he takes videos of the players and just kind of documenting the season, shall we say.
Uh-huh.
Lined in the right field. And a base hit for the pinch hitter Guzman. And it's a string of 14 in a row. Retired by Wade LeBlanc. Top of the order, Velez has fanned twice. Softly left side. Cabrera to Eck. Not hit hard enough, and Velez can run well enough. Not going to turn 2 on that. They do get the lead man, Guzman. Good play forever. That was a similar type of ball that he did not make the play on last night. We have seen him make the play on many times this year.
Well, this time he better feed to second, gave Eck a chance to at least get a throw off to first base. Did he get the lead out?
Good slide. Getting those spikes up off the dirt. Eck working his magic around the second base bag.
Adam Russell now up for the Padres. Fouled back by Andres Torres. Torres has grounded out twice in the first, out to Kuz at third, and his last time up in the fourth, back to the mound in LeBlanc. One on, one out of the San Francisco 6, 2-0 Padres.
Didn't get that call.
Inside 3-1. Torres a couple of nights ago, a double shy of the cycle.
I think here you got to challenge him here.
Appeal denied. And that is ball 4 to Torres. Did he? Held up.
He checked his swing on that. He did not go.
But a tough spot here. You have the switch hitting Sandoval with the tying runs on base.
Got a guy coming to the plate who usually wears left-handers out. 379 against left-handed pitchers.
You know what I like about this though? Leave him in there and see what he's made of.
Oh, I'm not saying take him out of the game.
And I wasn't saying that either, Tony.
Just you got a good hitter coming up to the plate.
Last night going deep. And Bud Black before tonight's game talked about that pitch. You know, he's saying basically what you guys said last night. He had to be looking fastball in to hit that one out. Golfs it in the air out to short right.
Nice.
And Venable in to make the catch.
Getting a little froggy there going after the changeup.
So Sandoval retired to end the threat, and it remains 2-0 Padres. can eat buffet featuring prime rib, peel and eat shrimp, and over 100 scrumptious items, all for only $10. To the bottom of the 6th, and San Francisco brings in rookie Madison Bumgarner.
So we saw Bumgarner pitch in San Francisco, making his debut, and the short time he's been there. Made the start and then to the bullpen. Only one walk in 8 innings.
Who's leading off? 0 for 1. He's grounded out, and he was hit with an 0-2 pitch in the 3rd. Busts the bat and fouls it off.
Boy, the price of wood going up tonight, huh? Good to have at least 6 or 7 broken bats combined.
The pitch selection. Knuckles.
5 innings for Kane tonight. 2 runs, 6 hits, a walk, 5 Ks. He hit a batter, that being Kuz. And Kane threw 107 pitches in 5 innings. 1-2. Gets ahead of Kuzmanov. Fly ball left center field. Calling for that here at Rowand. Nick 0 for 2. He came up with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 3rd. Hit a deep drive to right that was caught by Nate Shearholtz, a little shy of the warning track. Foul off. Plate umpire Mike Winters. Padres scored a run in the 1st. Headley singled home Eckstein, and 1 in the 3rd when Adrian singled in Gwynn. After 1 down, 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Mud mentioned, we saw the big league debut for Madison Bumgarner. August 8th against the Padres. Tim Lincecum, who was supposed to throw that night, was scratched due to back spasms. That was the first time Lincecum had missed a start in his career.
And I remember everybody was raving about him that night. It was like this was the time the Giants. It was a perfect opportunity for the young kid to make the debut. But great minor league numbers in just 2 minor league seasons prior to this year. 27-5.
And with the changeup, gets the strikeout of Hundley.
Well, Giants have pitching. You know, they draft it, they develop it, they get it to the big leagues. And those numbers we read off at the open tonight: 18 shutouts, 66 times allowing 2 runs or less. I mean, most major league managers figure they can, manufacture 2-3 runs a night.
Yeah.
66 times allowing 2 runs or less.
That date, by the way, was September 8th. Padres wound up winning that game 4-3. And Bumgarner did not get a decision. Everett 0 for 2. He's grounded to short and struck out. And Bumgarner started against the Padres back on September 8th, his big league debut. He gave up 2 runs. They were solo home runs by Headley and Kuzminov in his 5 1/3 innings. Velez to his left. And the rookie Bumgarner sets the Padres down in order in the 6th. Uribe will lead off the Giants 7th when we return to Petco Park. Give yourself a good name. By Aflac, we've got you under our wing. And by the North County Transit District from North County, take the coaster train to every home game at Petco Park. Glad to have you with us tonight. Mark Neely, Mark Grant, Tony Gwynn. And his second to last game of the 2009 season. 2-0 Padres into the 7th. And to this point, Wade LeBlanc has been magnificent.
He's broken some bats. He's hitting his spots. He's staying out of the hot zone, off the sweet spot of the bats. He's cruising. But we still got ourselves a ball game, folks.
Cleanup hitter Juan Uribe leads off. And the Giants shortstop going after the first pitch. Fly ball short right. And Venable squeezes out number 1.
Boy, late in the ball game, you love the early outs, huh?
Absolutely.
Ryan Garco getting the start at first base tonight. Has struck out and popped to short. Final game of the season tomorrow afternoon. We're on the air at 1 o'clock. Cesar Ramos making the start. That's lying left field, but moving over. Caught by Headley. Marco hit it well. The chase took about 4 or 5 hard steps to his right, stopped, and it was there. And 84 pitches for LeBlanc. Pretty good ratio, too. Almost 2-1.
Yep.
Ramos tomorrow against Jonathan Sanchez for the Giants, who, no question, Sanchez's highlight of the year was, or has been, his no-hitter against the Padres in San Francisco back in July.
Yacker.
Strike one to Rowan.
And that's one of the things he's been able to do tonight. He's been able to mix up strike one. Breaking ball, the changeup, the fastball.
Foul wide of third. Two outs, bases empty, and the Giants' seventh. Padres have 2 runs on 6 hits. Giants scoreless on 2 hits. Padres have stranded a half dozen. Giants have left 3. They stranded 2 in the last inning. It's 2-2 on Aaron Rowan. In on him, and Kuz the pickup. 7 scoreless innings tonight for Wade LeBlanc. Time to stretch at Petco. FanDiego.com. For ceiling fans, go to Fan Diego. As we inspect tonight's Fan Diego fans of the game. Home half of the 7th, 2-0 Padres. 1 in the first, 1 in the third for San Diego. And LeBlanc, who is due to lead off this inning in the dugout, so his night is finished, and Luis Durango will bat for the pitcher.
Well, LeBlanc was impressive tonight. 7 innings, only 2 hits. Really did a nice job changing speeds.
A career high 8 strikeouts for LeBlanc, and they all came inside the first 4 innings of the game. Walked only 1. Durango sharply past the drawn-in first baseman Garco. No-go is on.
Nice job by Durango there. Inside out and fastball going with it. Slapping it by Garco. Not a bad pitch down and in, and he inside outs it. And it's by Garco before he could even get a glove up.
See what kind of, I cannot recall the move of Bumgarner when we were up in San Francisco. So with some speed on first base, let's see if he gives him the old courtesy move a couple of times before his A move. Short lead for Durango.
By the way, Durango is now 5 for 8 in the big leagues. And I mean 5 for 8 with the bat, not talking about steals. Strike on the low inside corner to Tony. Shortened up.
They're 5 for 8 size.
Durango 2 for 3 in steal attempts. Garner throwing over. Tony did not tip. He was still bunting, but Sandoval in on the grass at third.
Well, if they could handle the bat a little bit, you could maybe play hit and run or play slug bunt or go ahead and try to bunt him in the scoring position.
He squares, lays down the punt. Bumgarner plays at first with Velez covering.
Gosh, I was just watching Durango from up here. He is quick.
Yeah, he can move, can he?
Wow. And I remember there was a quote from Everett Cabrera last couple of weeks in the UT. He was observing Durango and his speed, and Everett was quoted as saying, I wish I had his speed.
Runner at second, one out for Eckstein. David has walked and scored in the first, singled to center in the third. Rounded out in his last at bat. Posey keeps the baseball near the plate. It popped out of his mitt. Padres trying to add on here, leading 2-0, bottom of the 7th. Outside to Eck, 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk to Eck. Puts 2 men on for Adrian.
This is, as Tony mentioned, this is where you need to add on just in case, it's late in the ball game. You throw one away or maybe a misplayed ball. You don't allow the Giants to get that one bopper up to where a shot is going to either tie it or take the lead. This is where the Padres got to try to add on right here.
Absolutely. You're right. It's a chance for Adrian to drive in his 100th run. Sitting on 99.
He has singled 3 times, driving in a run in the third, which was RBI number 99. Durango at second and Eck at first. Reich on that outside corner.
Was on the corner of 8th and K.
Inside, a ball and a strike. Adrian with the 3 hits has the average now at 279. Fly ball right center. Rowan with the catch. Durango tagging. There's the throw to third. Both runners advance. Eck seeing that Rowan overshot the cutoff man Uribe, and both advance. Speed of Durango advancing a base. And Eck taking advantage as well. So it's second and third with 2 outs.
See Rowan call off Shearholz on that. And here's just an example of what happens when you miss that cutoff man. I mean, you could go ahead and make an attempt if you keep the ball down. Uribe's going to be able to cut it off and maybe have a play getting Eckstein going in the second. But, you know, Eckstein, smart base runner, recognized the high throw and moved up an extra 90 feet.
And I know the rosters are expanded right now, and I don't know, I couldn't answer whether Aaron Rowan knows the scouting report on Durango. I mean, just by seeing him run the bases in center field when he went to first and when he went to second base, was there really a legitimate chance for Aaron Rowan to throw him out at third base? I don't think
Probably not, but, you know, Aaron Rowan takes pride in his defense. And the fact that he called Shearhouse off of that ball let me know, hey, he didn't want Durango moving up 90 feet. And again, the idea, the thought is perfect. It's fine. But when you make that throw, you got to keep it down enough so that cutoff man could cut it off in case that runner from first tries to advance to second.
Well, first base open, they intentionally want Kenley to bring up the left-handed hitting Venable. Load him up.
Wills did. Who's did? Right center gap.
And this one, Keene up for San Francisco. Fly ball to right, and Shearholtz with the catch, and the Padres leave the bases loaded. Second time tonight they've left the bases jammed. After 7, it stays 2-0 Padres. By Farmers Insurance, and on this date, October 3rd, back in 1998, Jim Leyritz hits a solo shot in the 7th. Trevor Hoffman strikes out the side of the 9th, and San Diego gets a 2-1 win in Game 3 of the National League Division Series over Houston. ViewFarmers.com today and hear real true stories from Farmers customers. Farmers Insurance, ready, feels good. New hurler for San Diego's Mike Adams.
Well, Mike Adams, it's tight, it's late, and it's nice when you hear that Mike Adams is out there because the year that he has been having has just been remarkable. Last time out for Mike was against the Dodgers. That was back on the 30th of September. What day was that, Neely?
That was indeed the 30th. You'll watch it not yet.
What day was that, though? As far
that was
as
Wednesday.
Wednesday, thank you very much. 1 inning, a couple of punch-outs. Mike is throwing the ball extremely well. Another, I know tomorrow we'll probably talk about this season and guys that have made an impact, guys that we're impressed with. This has been one guy that's just been a great bright spot for this bullpen.
Buster Posey, the catcher, leads off for the Giants. First pitch strike. Again, the final line for LeBlanc: 7 innings, no runs, 2 hits, a walk, a career high 8 strikeouts. Threw only 89 pitches in the 7 innings. And as Bud Black said, the last chance to make an impression. Wade made a very good one tonight. Right side, Adrian spins, flip to Adams. 2 pitches, 1 out.
So for Wade LeBlanc, it was the Donna Summer outing. Last dance, last chance for love. A lot of love tonight for Wade LeBlanc. Did you see where I was going there, Tony?
No, I didn't.
No.
And he worked hard for the money.
Look at Mark coming back.
Yeah,
I like that.
He's good.
Quick-witted.
He is. He's good. He knows his music now.
His name's Shearholtz.
He knows his stuff, too. That degree from KU really paid off.
I don't know about that. Buying a lot of 45s.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
It's a whole generation that has no idea what we're talking
I
about
know.
with 45s.
You know, the next time I speak to an elementary school, I'm going to bring, like, the Beatles' White Album or something.
You have a turntable to play it on?
No, I'm just going to hold it up and say, does anybody know what this is?
Yeah.
And then take it out of the sleeve.
Wave and a miss by Shearholtz, 1-1.
And of course, we talked about Tim Flannery earlier. Traveling Shoes is his latest CD. Go to timflannery.com to order it. It's available October 30th.
We heard a little of the CD. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on iTunes.
There's another broken shillelagh.
$79.95
For a bat?
for a bat.
Is that what a bat costs these days?
Maple cost
Really?
$80.
$80 for that?
$80.
Wow. What's a
Ash, $65.
One and two on Shearholtz.
he can?
And Mike gets his first strikeout.
It's just a straight fastball up the ladder at 95.
Tied him up.
Fred Lewis is going to bat for the pitcher Bumgarner. All one inside. Padres leading 2-0. San Diego has had chances to expand that lead. They have stranded 9. While the Giants have stranded only 3. Padres have out hit San Francisco 7-2.
That's a nice
slider there.
That is nasty.
That's amazing about this club, Tony. We talked about it recently, but it's worth bringing up again. 2 weeks prior to spring training ending, they didn't know what the bullpen was going to be.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what it was going to be before they got a lot of those new names in there. Shaky.
Yeah.
You had Heath Bell,
But who before that?
but other than that, and it really reinvented itself in a hurry and has turned out to be one of the strengths of this club. And there's its leader who may have an opportunity to add to his NL league leading save total tonight. Hundley's convinced.
Never walk off like that. Just point.
Sam Holbrook not convinced at third.
Don't walk off first. Did he go, Mud?
Oh, if he hits it, it's a double. Bat was out in front, square to the infield. If the ball would in fact hit that bat, the bat would have gone to fair territory. Therefore, it's a swing, according to Magran. See ya.
Mike Winter says we'll take care of that. Strike 3 call. And Adams strikes out 2 in the 8th. Down in order go the Giants.
Grab some pine.
Lewis down looking.
Looking at 3-5, Lewis.
To Jerome's.com, and when you paid the lowest price on your new furniture, that's Jerry's price. And away from our best seat winners tonight. Is that how you do it?
Every night.
We're into the bottom of the 8th inning. Kuz, Hundley, and Cabrera to face Woldis Joaquin.
Trying to keep him close. It would be nice for the Padres to add on a little bit more earlier. 7 hits tonight for San Diego. A couple of times they could have, like you said, Tony, thrown up a crooked number. Well, now the big right-hander. Easy motion for Joaquin. But he's 95 and above. He can get up there now, 96, 97.
Cruz is grounded out, flied out. And the hit by pitch came in the 3rd. Two scoreless innings for Madison Bumgarner. Allowed only 1 hit. Right call. Still scoreless in LA tonight. Rockies and Dodgers in the top of the 7th.
I would think the longer that game goes in LA, the more it's going to favor Colorado. Why, you ask, people at home? Because Dodgers have led all year long.
Down the line in right, slicing foul. Well, the Dodgers are still the team that have everything to lose.
Yep. I agree.
Nothing to gain.
I mean, both teams are in, but the Dodgers could go from having a home game to packing up their stuff Sunday night and
going to Philly.
Going to Philly.
The team that knocked them out last year. 3-2 to Kuz. Wow. That was some serious gas from Joaquin. Up there near triple digits.
They put it in a good spot, too. It was down.
gone for catcher Nick Hundley. Baker struck out a couple of times and flied to deep right. Uses the corner, 1-1. The Padres are going to take at least a 2-run lead to the ninth. The Giants, though, will have the top of the order up. Big hop to the third baseman, Pablo Sandoval. And there are 2 outs.
It's going to be interesting in that Colorado game is in the 7th inning, just to elaborate what Tony's talking about. Since it's in the hands of the bullpen now, L.A. with the #1 bullpen with a 3.15 ERA, and the Rockies bullpen 4 to hay.
Right. L.A. not hitting. Didn't swing the bats well here. Have gone home.
No runs.
Haven't swung the bat well at home.
That's got to be so frustrating for that team.
Rockies finding ways to win games. Late inning heroics, execution, big hits late in the game. Believing that something positive is going to happen. Jim Tracy's got him. And I would just think in front of the home folks that Dodgers, this game is a good example of that. No offense again from the Dodgers.
Everett tonight 0 for 3. Upper 90s fastball, a strike.
It's pretty good movement right there for a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Started that ball in, and it ran back towards the middle of the plate.
Oh,
God.
A fastball upper 90s, drilling Cabrera.
And that run that he had to pitch before, that's why he had to hang in there a little bit longer. Because
and this pitch here is clocked at 99. 99 right in the ribs. Oh. I mean, and that wasn't like, that was a glancing blow.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Thank goodness it wasn't like the ball didn't end up towards the mound.
Yeah. It'll take a minute.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel glancing.
No. That's 99,
yeah.
Right.
Everett, after feeling almost 100 miles per hour on the rib, may be thinking, so the season's ending tomorrow, right? Okay. He's going to stay in there.
He's not going to admit it, but I think he's shown people that he can play shortstop, but I think he's a little tired right now.
He has started every game
Yeah.
since coming off the DL.
He's not going to admit it, but I'm sure he's looking forward to a little bit of rest.
Well, when they were asking Bud about winter ball for some of the guys a few days ago, Someone mentioned Everett, and they said, nah, Everett needs some time away. Just to kind of relax and step back. So I do not anticipate him playing any winter ball.
You know what a lot of guys will do? They'll go down to winter ball. They'll go down right to their country. And then when the playoffs start, they'll hook up with the team in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's certain rules and regulations, or whatever, so they can get some at-bats, get some play time just before spring training starts, just to get the wheels going again.
It's into Drew Macias, skies it down the left field side, and out of room is Torres.
And again, it's like we talked about earlier. I mean, he'll go home, take some time off, take a couple of weeks, 3 weeks off, not pick up a bat, throw a ball, and those guys that have passion for it, he's going to want to get back. He's going to want to get back at it.
You played 1 year of winter ball, Tony?
2 years.
Where? Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico.
Both Puerto Rico? Mm-hmm. What cities?
San Juan.
Oh, you're in the
I was
capital.
Bayamon 1 year and San Juan the second.
Did you play at Bithorn Stadium?
I did. Loved it. And so you go over there, you go to winter ball, the natives, it's very serious to them.
Yeah.
So don't go there thinking you're going on vacation.
No.
You go there, you go to work.
That's their big league season?
Absolutely. A couple of years, I think Puerto Rico, they shut their winter ball down for a couple of years and
They have.
just got it started
Yep.
again.
Wave and a miss, and the strikeout of Macias ends the inning. Last chance for the Giants coming up. They'll have the top of the order, and Heath Bell looking for save 42. Runs in the first and third, and they hand the ball to closer Heath Bell.
Last time out for Heath was on Tuesday. Recorded save number 41. It was against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Another save opportunity for Heath Bell. And we talked about Mike Adams. We talked about the bullpen as a whole. Congratulations goes out to Heath Bell. I mean, we want to see him, wrap this one up here, but he's going to end the year being the National League saves leader. All-star. A great year for the right-hander.
Top of the order for the Giants. Velez, Torres, and Sandoval. Eugenio Velez has struck out twice and reached on a fielder's choice. He hits the curveball in the air to left field, backing up Headley, and makes the catch. One pitch. 1 out in the ninth. Time for the Subway $5 footlong fan poll. Text Subway to 269-411 now for your chance to win. And tonight's question, NL Manager of the Year, A. Jim Tracy, B. Tony La Russa, C. Joe Torre, Subway Eat Fresh. And if you choose anything other than A, you haven't been paying attention. I'm just biased, huh? You guys disagree?
Nope.
I agree. No question.
That
They
team
were
was
in last place in the National League.
Oh,
West.
the numbers are unbelievable.
They were dead and buried when he took
Yeah.
over at the end of May. Opie to Torres. No disrespect to Joe Torre or
No.
Tony La Russa. Both are Hall of Fame managers. Torres behind it.
When Jim Tracy took over as manager of the Colorado Rockies, the Rockies were 18-28.
10 games under.
Since then, when we were in Colorado, this is before all this other winning, they went 67-37.
2 outs. They're 92-68, by the way, going into tonight.
Give him the heater, Ricky. Kenny Powers locked in.
2 down, and here's a good power matchup. Pablo Sandoval has one of their 2 hits. He singled in the first. The other Giants hit was a pinch hit single with a 6th. Jesus Guzman. Up and in, some chin music. Low 90s heat from Heath.
Whoa.
Two 2-0. Dodgers, by the way, have scored in the bottom of the 7th. Lead the Rockies 1-0. Still batting. He's trying to close it out. 2 outs in the ninth. 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball strike.
Good night to the big leagues, huh?
What a night. Ring and 1 though, and the Giants possibly a pitch away from getting the tying run to the plate in Uribe. Three-1 from Heath, and the fastball inside. A 2-out walk. And the tying run to the plate in Uribe. 0 for 3 tonight. He homered last night, his 16th of the season.
Remember, this guy loves to swing it and he loves the fastball.
This was last night, leading off the 7th. Over top the Padre bullpen. Pitch fastball outside, ball 1. The curve is high, 2-0. And out to the mound goes Hundley.
You know, sometimes it looks like Heath, any pitcher will do this. Looks like kind of wraps around the curveball, works underneath it a little bit, gets a little humpy hump in it rather than staying on top of it a little bit. And that's when he does not get the tilt. See how it just kind of wraps around it a little bit this way?
Kind of rushing a little bit.
A bit.
Here's a strike at the outside corner with a fastball.
Sometimes it looks like he kind of does that a little bit this way and then there rather than here and there. When he gets the good tilt, I mean, bam, he's here and bam. That one kind of went like this, casted a little bit. Casted
Didn't
like
do that too.
Nice. 2-2.
And it happens with every pitcher. They maybe want to overthrow it a little bit. Look at this last one.
Downhill.
Fastball. That is a great pitch. And a little late, you think?
Giants down to their final strike. With the tying run at the plate. Padres trying to even this series and send it to a rubber game tomorrow for game number 162. The 2-2 to Uribe. And another foul. $25,732 on this Saturday night at Petco Park. Most on their feet. Uribe fouling off a number of fastballs here with 2 strikes.
Well, he's keeping the fastball away. He's giving Uribe right field, correct? And a lot of people might be thinking, okay, throw him a hammer here. Well, it's not a bad pitch, but you got to really locate it. If you leave it middle in, and it's soft to speed up his bat. Mm-hmm. All these fastballs are going over the Padre dugout. He is late on the fastball.
More heat, fouled straight back.
I think the right location, the correct way, I should say, of throwing the curveball, a good one, in the proper spot, he would lock him up, no doubt. But I think, personally, Heath Bell has more confidence in locating a fastball in this situation than the way he's swinging the bat now. Mm-hmm. And that's why he's been giving him a heavy dose of fastballs.
And none of them have been, middle of the plate. They've all been up. Mm-hmm. Seeing if he can get him to chase one out of the zone.
Uribe strikes out. He goes to the breaking ball, and Heath finishes the night and gets save number 42. Padres win it 2-0.